In this lecture, I am starting with drugs acting on central nervous system. First chapter includes sedative hypnotic drugs. Sedative hypnotic drugs belong to a chemically heterogeneous class of drugs, almost all of which produce dose-dependent CNS depressant effects. Benzodiazepines, barbiturates and alcohols belong to this class. They are CNS depressant drugs. Our main focus will be on benzodiazepines. Benzodiazepines, also known as benzose drugs. There are three types of benzodiazepines based on their duration of action: short-acting, intermediate-acting, long-acting. Short-acting include triazolam, intermediate-acting include alprazolam, and long-acting includes flurazepam and bromazepam, etc. In this graph, the effect of increasing the dosages of sedative hypnotic drug on central nervous system is shown. As depicted by the blue line, barbiturates and alcohol causes dose-dependent linear CNS depressant effects, whereas benzodiazepines do not show this effect, rather their effect tends to plateau as shown by the red line. I will explain this later why. There are some stages with increasing the dosages of sedative hypnotic drugs: disinhibition, sedation, and anxiolysis. Disinhibition means excitation, hypnosis means induction of sleep, anesthesia means loss of consciousness without response to pain, then comes medullary depression and ultimately coma. After the induction of anesthesia onwards, person will require respiratory support for the maintenance of life. Receptors involved in their action are GABA A receptor complex. These are macromolecular complexes. They are pentameric subunits, 2 alpha, 2 beta and 1 gamma. Alpha subunit attaches GABA, beta subunit attaches barbiturates and alcohols, and gamma subunit attaches benzodiazepines. These receptors are ligand-gated ion channels. Mechanism. These receptors are ligand-gated ion channels, whenever a ligand will attach to one of its subunits of GABA receptor complex, it will result in the opening of ion channel, which causes influx of chloride ions. Influx of chloride ions causes hyperpolarization of cells. Therefore, this means that these receptors are of inhibitory nature. Benzodiazepines attach on gamma subunit of GABA receptor complex. These receptors are BZ receptors. BZ receptors are of two types: BZ1, BZ2. BZ1 mediates sedation and BZ2 mediates anxiety. How does benzodiazepine works? Benzodiazepine works by increasing the frequency of chloride ion channel opening and potentiating the action of GABA. How does they do that? Whenever benzodiazepine attaches to gamma subunit of GABA receptor complex, it will not result in opening of ion channel, but it will require the binding of GABA to alpha subunit for the activation of receptors. Thus, this means that their action is dependent on the physiologic GABA. And they also potentiate the action of GABA. Potentiation means the increasing the effect. This explains why benzodiazepines do not cause dose-dependent linear CNS depressant effect, rather their effect tends to plateau, because GABA, which is a physiologic neurotransmitter in the brain, is always present in optimum concentration. The clinical applications include acute anxiety states, panic attacks, generalized anxiety disorders. These, because of their anxiolytic effect, they are particularly useful for the management of acute anxiety states and agitation associated with panic attacks. Pharmacokinetics, absorption and distribution. These drugs have good lipid solubility, therefore they have good redistribution to brain. They are taken mostly orally. They have good absorption from GI tract, but they have varying onset of action. Most of the drugs have half-lives of 2 to 4 hours, but there are some drugs which have longer half-lives as well. Metabolism and excretion. Most of these drugs are taken up by hepatic enzymes to convert them into active metabolites. For example, diazepam is converted into active metabolites which have half-life of 60 hours or more. Therefore, diazepam, another drug, flurazepam, if taken for the management of insomnia, causes unwanted daytime sedation because of the presence of longer-acting active metabolites in the body. But there are some drugs, for example, lorazepam and oxazepam, they undergo hepatic conjugation, therefore they are short acting. These drugs are shorter acting drugs. Special uses include diazepam and lorazepam sometimes are used in IV for the management of status epilepticus. Status epilepticus is the emergency situation for the patients of seizure disorders. Oxazepam and temazepam are useful for the management of sleep disorders, and alprazolam, which is intermediate acting drug, is useful for the management of anxiety. Toxicity. Their long-term use is always discouraged because of their dependence, tolerance, and abuse liability. They have major cognitive impairment and psychomotor impairment skills. Therefore, these drugs, if taken for the management of insomnia, they can cause unwanted daytime sedation. They decrease libido and decrease body's generalized functions. They cause anterograde amnesia if taken for preoperative sedation. They have additive CNS depressant drugs if taken with other drugs, for example barbiturates and alcohols. They have major respiratory and cardiovascular depression effects as well. They are contraindicated in pregnancy, in elderly patients, and in patients with some kind of respiratory and breathing problems. They are also not taken with drugs, for example oral contraceptives and steroids, which causes inhibition of the hepatic or liver enzymes. There is a drug known as flumazenil, which is benzodiazepine receptor antagonist at both BZ1 and BZ2 receptors. Therefore, this drug flumazenil is useful for the management of benzodiazepine overdosages and toxicity. With this, I conclude benzodiazepine lecture.